Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is episode 325 of the Media Posdact. Today I'm joined by Jamie.
Hello.
And Alex.
Hup hup.
And it's an episode. How like, I really want to get this one going by. I really want to know your like Jedi Survivor pre-order story.
Damn, that's fire. Like that could at least take up 25 minutes of this podcast for sure.
You know what? I'm going to get out of the way. I've seen a lot of comments recently about my hair.
Okay.
And
yeah, you're looking like Rick from Rick and Morty.
I think people are giving me because I'm like, I look, unkept, but they're not intelligent and they haven't realised what this means, and they have not realised what this is.
Ooh, all right.
I stay true to the silly things I say on the Media Posdact. So it's happening. It's growing. I'm letting it ferment. I'm letting it
ferment.
Grow.
That's the grossest word you could have used.
It's just a word to describe.
Marinate? You could marinate.
Yeah, I'm marinating my hair. And I'm letting it get that perfectly sleek back.
Marinating hair also sounds kind of gross, to be honest.
My hair's growing, and it's growing for a reason.
What's that reason, huh?
Like, one half is doing it, the other one has backed out. So I need...
What the hell? Why are you throwing shade this way without committing, man?
I need the Jarlings to stop talking about my hair and start talking about Alex's refusal to do it.
You're talking about mullets, right?
I'm talking about mullets. Yeah.
Because there's a nice mullet in that Jedi game, whatever it's called.
Jedi Fallen Survivor.
Yep. But is that the name? Is that, I don't know, man. Probably. Huh? There might be some kind of
noise.
Superhero fight going on in the background sometimes.
We decided to do this episode from New York. Being in New York, there's some crazy Marvel thing happening all the time.
Which one is it this time?
I think I hear big slams, so I'm thinking maybe Hulk. Hulk is doing something.
Hulk teaming up with...
Well, I'm hearing a bit of flying,
Captain
so maybe
Sparkles.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Sparkles.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's Lion Maker.
Is he the next Thanos?
Before we get too deep into the show, we got to shout out the Jar Media Patreon. Makes the audio versions possible, and you get your names read out on the first or second week of each month. Like we did last episode, but I'm afraid not on this one. Do you know what, guys? I'm gonna put my hands up, and I'm going to change them into middle fingers that are pointing at housekeeping, because I'm not doing it today.
Wow. Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
This superhero fight's just put me kind of on edge.
Yeah, it's like we don't know when a car's going to fly through the window.
Yeah, what's the point of keeping
if this
house
is a
clean
Zack
when you
Snyder
don't even
superhero
know
fight,
how
we're
it's-
done.
Yeah. This is it.
And I'll be at the hands of Superman, probably.
No, but he loves humans. He wouldn't dare kill one. Hate Superman.
Yeah. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. One major topic, one minor topic. Do you want to start with the minor one? Or do you guys have something?
Well, to be honest, you can't make a major settlement without making a minor settlement first, so I think...
Well, what do you think, Jim, on this one? In this regard?
Do you want me to go get a coin?
No. Just, imagine there's a coin and flip the coin.
Okay. I got heads.
I got tails.
Okay, let's go again.
But we didn't even say which
got
would
heads.
mean what.
Okay, best out of 3. I got tails.
Well, it's not really what I'd even describe as a topic. It's more of a kind of a shout out, as it were.
Okay, shout me out then.
It's just on my YouTube algorithm, on the homepage, it suggested a Piers Morgan video, right?
Oh no.
For those who don't know, Piers he's quite famous, isn't he?
Yeah,
like
he's
quite well known.
No, he's famous for just
he's famous for supporting Trump.
Yeah, no, he obviously appeared on Trump's crappy apprenticeship show.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
But his thing is that he does the outrageous things, and everyone gets mad at him, and that therefore keeps him in the algorithm and popular.
Yeah, because he's got this this show called Unfiltered. That's what it's called. Making out that it's this crazy you can say what you like type show, right? That they wouldn't say on normal news networks or whatever. But then he'll filter stuff on the show. I was watching one where someone sweared and he was like, "Oh, you can't say that," except you did. Or some weird stuff like that. But anyway, this is beside the point. I went on one of these videos just to check in with Piers, not Piers.
It does need to be done.
One of them was a crazy clip where he got Sharon Osbourne and what was the other X Factor? The Irish guy.
Louis
Walsh.
Louis Walsh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chadwick?
So it was kind of like the Avengers assembling.
Without Iron Man.
The Avengers of our childhood, Sharon Osbourne, Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh.
Actually, there was no Simon, so they must be saving him. So that was weird. But every 15 minutes or so, there was an ad break, built into the show. And it had little edited clips of random Piers Morgan things and whatnot. And over the course of one show, there were I think 3 mentions of MILFs.
MILFs?
Yeah. Different.
Is that Sharon Osbourne's input or?
No, it's nothing to do with Sharon Osbourne.
100% Piers.
So I don't know if
Piers.
Piers.
Oh, yeah.
I remember what I said.
So yeah, I don't know if Piers has this MILF agenda or if it does well in SEO stuff or what the deal is.
I think MILFs run well with the conservative crowd.
Do you think so?
Afraid so.
Yeah, because I think that they've all got mummy issues, so they all love MILFs.
Okay. Yeah. When was the last time you guys checked in with Piers?
I don't.
You can't really avoid him if you are addicted to social media, swiping.
I disagree. I think you can. Depends on your algorithm, really.
No, but the thing with Piers is that you.
It's you should just instantly block him.
No, but he's got a genius approach to content, because you watch him because you agree with him, or you watch him
because you hate him.
Because you hate him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I said earlier.
I thought that was his biggest audience is kind of people who hate him.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I mean, saying that, I've spent a lot more time recently actually reading comments.
Really? Why'd you do that to yourself?
Just to get general consensus.
What did you find?
I found everyone on every social media is incredibly right wing.
Not true.
The algorithms tend to promote that kind of content,
yeah.
Because a lot of it is culture war stuff that's pushed and gets the most engagement.
What I think it is you. If I never comment or like or anything, I only swipe. So
you're a lurker.
Yeah, man.
I suppose.
You don't even like. You won't even. If there's an extra good one, you won't.
If there's an extra good one, maybe. But normally, how I log stuff, and I'm sure the algorithm tracks this, is on Instagram, I will send someone a video.
No, because if you don't like it, if I don't see when I watch it that you've liked it, I know.
I don't engage in liking anymore. Now, especially now that disliking just isn't a thing on anything. What does it
It's a shame, isn't it?
It's it's either I like it or nothing.
Yeah, but
there's a balance between liking something or disliking something.
Then you just like what you like. This is the thing. You've always had a thing where you'll never like what you like. You never did this on Twitter. If you saw a post, you would never like it, even if you did like it. And I think that's a bit
I
silly.
did. I did I like things on Twitter, but I don't use Twitter anymore, so I don't like anything.
Well, to be fair, you probably aren't missing out in not being on Twitter. I think Twitter
Well,
is
yeah,
some of
that's
the best gaming content.
What?
All the funny gaming stuff is Twitter.
If you say so.
The
why
really
is it-
cool
why is it
Elden Ring
Twitter?
stuff is not anywhere else.
Bro, you need to check out my YouTube shorts. But what I'm saying is, I get pushed political stuff from every angle. Right?
Yeah.
So I get the left and right wing stuff. From what I can gather, there's way more right wing content.
Yep. What is your shorts? Just Dave Rubin clips?
No, it's mostly like just a misogynistic clip from like one of those podcasts.
Oh, like a fresh and
But-
fit thing.
Yeah, but half of it is fresh and fit, and then the
Yeah.
bottom half is Ben Shapiro just sat there, like
Is he
watching
still
it.
doing the destroys like student videos? You know.
Yeah, they all are. It's the only way they get get wins.
No, that's how they become successful. Then they get absorbed by whatever
By
that
Ben Shapiro's
Praga-
company.
Then they
Devil
get so
Wears Prada
successful from
you
doing
or
that
whatever.
when they start going to universities, then they get like the big pushback,
And they get banned. Yeah.
and then they can make videos about being banned.
Yeah, and being censored. But a lot of these videos are just Ben Shapiro not saying anything.
Well, it's just like watching.
He's just watching it in the bottom half, and then the top half is like
See,
another clip.
As much as I'm against some of this kind of content, there's one or two of those that are really good. There's this Asian dude who's like a really good cook, who like does those.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
He like watches people make meals.
No, but like ones that are try not to laugh challenges, and the bottom
Oh,
half
right.
is someone just sat there laughing to the odd unfunny meme.
Or like the 4-second intro is like someone with the camera angled like it's really obtuse, like close up on their eye, and they're like, "Yo, bro, you're not gonna believe this bit," and then it like goes to the actual bit.
Yeah.
I don't
It's just
like-
stealing content.
Yeah, I just like you can't find content anymore. You can just find people reacting to
Yeah.
content. I
There's
hate it.
there's no origin of content anymore.
Yeah, and TikTok's made it worse.
It's just been like, what's the opposite of diluting?
dilation.
Unploding.
Yeah, it's just been unploding. The unploding of content. So we're gonna end up with I don't know, like dick figures coming back with Ben Shapiro in the bottom half. You know?
Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh at the 2023
Yeah.
dick figures.
But all the comments of all this right wing stuff is never people being like, this kind of dumb, you know?
Yeah. No, it's
It's
full
just
of-
people like, man, this libtard got cucked. You know?
No, it's crazy. I think nothing's been a more intelligent play than what the white wingers have done, because they've made it seem like the woke mob is a threat to them. When it's like two people on different accounts on Twitter retweeting each other. Like this woke mob people on about is like, if you had all your white wingers in a stadium and your opposing team was the woke mob, it would be so uneven, it would be laughable. If it was a war, it'd be, you wouldn't even fight. Like that's how how many of there are of the woke mob versus the white wingers. But it's like the woke wingers, again, everyone to love them because they're bigging up this woke mob as if it's going to cancel
But it's
them,
also- yeah.
but it's not.
I just
They
don't know
don't
what like
exist.
the woke mob is, because it seems like everyone uses it differently.
Yeah, and
Yeah, and
also,
the discussion is even more confusing with the like Matrix lingo. because famously Neo takes a pill and wakes up. So if you take this pill, are you woke?
yeah, they've like warped it to fit their own like
Well,
perspective.
yeah, they are woke in their own way. So like, what are you saying?
They've
You
got to just make it sound like they're in the fringe of.
yeah,
those
they're
who see
being
the
outlawed
truth.
by this
Yeah, and
this
they're on the hunt,
entity.
like Neo is, you know,
Mm.
like they're being silenced.
Is Neo woke? He's awakened.
He's literally awakened,
Literally.
or is it figuratively because he's not real?
Just like how the second and third movie aren't.
They're definitely not real. There's a lot of things we can
The fourth
disagree on.
movie is real.
I hate that I've seen the first and fourth one.
That is like a really random. And you saw the fourth one first.
I saw the fourth one.
So the
first.
fourth one
Yes.
before the first one.
We watched it. What was it? New Year's?
No wonder you're a
It
part
was
of
a
the
couple of
woke
years
mob.
ago.
No, it wasn't. It was last year.
No, it wasn't last New Year's.
We watched it
The one
last year.
before.
We watched it like a few months after it came out.
Yeah, That was
Yeah.
like a year ago, right?
Yeah, it was last year. But yeah, I watched the fourth one before watching the first one. And I prefer the fourth one a lot more. It's way better than
It's just kind of more modern and cool.
Yeah, it hasn't aged so poorly. It's like how the prequels are kind of better than the originals.
God damn it, man.
That's bullshit. I'm joking.
I've got a disturbing topic. Probably the worst topic I've ever done.
I'm looking at your the tablet you have, and I already dislike it, and I don't actually know what you're gonna say.
So yeah, I've been generating a few a few raps.
This is where Jar Media content's gone. Is Alex generating raps on ChatGPT?
So either
Why raps?
because I wanted this to be as like cringy as possible.
Okay.
It's Jar Media. It's not difficult to do that.
So I was either thinking it would be funny to either just tell you the prompts that I gave it, or to tell you the rap first and then you try and guess the prompts.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
I already know one of them's Halo focused.
Oh, the one I sent.
I assume you're not going to read that one?
No, I won't read that one.
That's the funniest one though.
We haven't heard the others.
No, but
yet.
you guys got to get your head whirring, because I want you guys to generate a rap as well. Once I'm done with mine, okay? So have that thinking in the back of your mind.
Okay, I've already got it for bro.
Okay, so what we're gonna do it. I just read the rap, or as much as you can stomach. Let's do it. Speaking of Piers Morgan and like all that, you guys can have like your ex like this if you just
That's
want.
not Piers Morgan. That's X Factor.
No, but he was on America's Got
Britain's
Talent.
Got Talent, you.
But he was on America's Got Talent.
Wait, I thought that was X Factor. X.
They all do it.
Factor.
No.
No, the X Factor.
No, X Factor was
But
the
no, we
four-
don't need
was
to explain.
Three
this,
judges originally, just
No,
in
but
like a
they
little
had
room.
the X.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they
Oh, no,
didn't.
did.
No,
No,
but
but they
having
did
a buzzer
new
on a
ones.
game show. That's my point, right?
The X. Okay.
So you guys can X. 2 X's, then it will go. I don't have that many, to be fair. Okay. I want to start with perhaps the best one.
Okay.
Yo. Let me tell you a tale about my man James. Rocking 2 pairs of undies, never playing games. Donna Damage, that's his name. He got a dog stomach. Never wears a belt. Living life without a plummet. James's dad, oh, he wonders, at least 7 times. Why no belt, my son? With concern in his rhymes. But James just shrugs, says, Dad, I'm free from constraint. No belt for me, I'm a style innovator. Ain't that quaint? Chorus. Donna Damage. So stupid. Donna Damage. James's way to shine. With undies and no belt, he's on cloud 9. Living life with a dog stomach. He's in his zone. Referencing Fallout New Vegas. He's truly known. James, the king of comfort. He has 2 pairs of briefs. Never one to skimp on coziness. That's his belief. His dad still wonders, scratching his head. Why no belt, my son? With words left unsaid. Fallout New Vegas, a random reference we throw. A nod to the game for those in the know. James rocks his style, taking fashion to new heights. Undies and dog stomach. He's living.
Oh, no, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
Keep going.
I'll skip the chorus again. Let's go to the bridge. So let's raise a toast to James, his unique fashion game. 2 pairs of undies, never living in shame. You're starting to see the like repetition of what he's capable of. With a dog stomach and no belt. He's his own king, embracing his style. Let the Donna Damage ring. I'll do the outro. So here's to James, his Donna Damage fame, undies and dog stomach. He's the one to acclaim. Never bound by conventions, his style is supreme. A true fashion maverick living his dream.
Okay.
What do you think the prompts were?
How do the prompts work on?
You give it like a few prompts and it will generate.
You just say, yeah, like write me a rap about my friend. Blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what after that.
Well, I think the prompts involve me, New Vegas, and Donna Kebab.
No, dog stomach and no belt. That's.
I said, write a rap about my friend James called Donna Damage. He has 2 pairs of underwear. He has a dog stomach. Add the lyrics James's dad at least 7 times. Mentioned how he never wears a belt. Include a random reference to Fallout New Vegas. And that's what it created.
It really like laser focused on the dog stomach.
Yeah, it did.
It used that like 30 times.
If you give it 10 years and music isn't going to exist, it's all going to be AI music.
Yeah.
100%.
Without a doubt.
There's one. This one is bizarre, man. I'll try it. You gotta guess the prompts, okay?
About you.
Okay. I'm guessing it's gonna be.
In a world of metal beasts and nature's might, a tale unfolds of creatures ready to fight. A spider with robot legs, sleek and quick, against a gopher with a spine, strong and thick. Generations locked in a battle so fierce. Spiders wielding poison, gophers' minds fierce. Chorus.
This isn't a song. This is like a poem.
This is a war that spans through time. Spider versus gopher, a legendary rhyme, with secrets untold and battles unseen. Their clash echoes through valleys, forests, and ravines. In the heart of the gopher's underground domain, a newborn emerges, ready to bear the strain. Awaiting the implant, the robot's spine so grand. A symbol of power created by skilled hands. As the surgery commences, hope fills the air. Little knowing what secrets lurk, waiting to tear. Verse 3. But amidst the chaos, a revelation appears. God damn it. Hunter Biden's laptop. Unveiling hidden fears. The final secret locked within its digital vault. A truth so profound. Altering the default. Bound by the knowledge of the laptop's decree, both creatures must face what they cannot unsee. Bridge. As the spider and gopher prepare to collide, they realize there's more than power to decide. The war they've waged generation after generation. Is it worth the pain, the relentless frustration? United they stand as foes turn to allies, seeking a resolution that truth implies. And the outro. In the end, the spiders and gophers unite to end the war, to find peace's respite. For in the face of truth and newfound trust, they discover that unity is truly just. So let this tale remind us far and wide that even in darkness, unity can provide a path towards harmony where battles cease and a newfound understanding brings us peace.
The prompts were write me a rap about spiders and gophers fighting and finding Hunter Biden's laptop.
Jim?
Yeah, I can't fault James there. I think he kind of hit the nail on the head.
This is all I told it to do. Can you generate me a rap with a certain story? So here's the story. A spider with robot legs gets into war with a gopher with a robot spine. This is war spanning generations. Spiders use poison, gophers use mind games. Our story begins with a just been born gopher about to get the
that's where newly born came from.
about to get the spine installed. Then Hunter Biden's laptop comes in and reveals the final secret.
You know what? I think the story written by the AI kind of awesome.
We can make that a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Marvel?
Guardians 4.
Yeah. So you can imagine the glee I've gotten from this so far.
That's all he does.
Yeah, is this all you do with your free time?
Just sits on the toilet, just
generating these cringy fucking So what do you guys have in your head then, huh?
What do we have in our head?
WAP. What WAP do you want to create? This one's going to be bad.
What do you want it to be, like a rap?
Okay, yeah. I want a WAP.
What are your prompts?
Well, write me a WAP about the Jar Media podcast.
Is that it?
What did I say?
Write me a rap about the Jar Media podcast.
Deconstructing.
Oh, for God's sake.
Mecha anime.
Mecha anime. Any other details you want it to include?
Neon Genesis Evangelion. With Naruto.
Okay.
And Goku.
It's going to be awful.
How quick does it do it? Is it like...
Instant.
Very quickly.
Really?
How do you spell mecha?
MECHA.
Okay,
MECHA.
I did get it right then. Okay.
Mecha. Like,
Okay, verse 1. Listen up, I got a story to unfold about the Jar Media podcast where minds unfold. Deconstructing...
Wait, that was the laziest rhyme.
That was.
He rhymed unfold with unfold. Come
I
on.
didn't say it's going to be like good.
Come on.
shit.
Deconstructing mecha anime, they dive deep, exploring Neon Genesis Evangelion secrets they'll keep. They dissect the myths, the psyche, and the lore. Unraveling the layers, leaving us craving for more. From Tokyo 3's battles to Shinji's plight, Jar Media takes us on an intellectual flight. This is the chorus. Jar Media podcast, breaking it down. Mecha anime discussions, they wear the crown. Neon Genesis Evangelion, a centerpiece, and with Goku and Naruto, the anime release. In the podcast realm, they analyze and critique, unveiling the themes, the emotions that speak. From Shinji's inner turmoil to Asuka's pain, Jar Media delves deep,
weird.
no topic in vain. With Neon Genesis Evangelion as their muse, they explore its impact, the audience they amuse. But let's not forget Goku and Naruto, their fame. Their presence adds fire to the anime game. The bridge. So let's gather round and listen with delight as Jar Media takes us on a mental flight, deconstructing mecha anime one episode at a time. Their insights, their passion, a rhythm so prime. I haven't heard the red buzzers go yet.
No, that one was straight fire. Apart from the beginning, I was like tossing fade with the lazy rhyme. The rest of it was straight fire.
The fact that the AI references Shinji, Asuka, the inner turmoil of Shinji, and Asuka's actually is deconstructing Evangelion in the web. I love that.
Yeah,
That was actually the best one so far.
That. It truly deconstructed mecha anime.
That should be our theme. Let's get the Jarling bands. Can you ban that and send it to us as our new intro, please?
Whoever does the best like Eminem impression, can you like?
No, just get the AI Eminem voice to do it.
Oh yeah. God, I forgot that we don't need people anymore.
Well, what's your rap, bro? You got to generate one.
Yeah. Will you beat my Evangelion rap?
Black cat called Billy. Write me a rap about black cat called Billy, who does big poo poos. No, big cow pats. Who's in a fraternity with Argy and Pei. PAI.
Taking place in the Metal Gear Solid universe.
Wait, so generate a rap about a black cat called Billy. She does big cow pats and is in a frat house
Yeah.
with a dog called Argy
And Piers.
and a dog called Paisley.
Also, sprinkle in some Elden Ring lore.
Sprinkle.
No. Why in the case of a story like taking place in the Elden Ring world? It's like
No,
a lore. It's Elden Ring lore.
Let's see what this says. Also sprinkle in some Elden Ring lore.
Yeah, I wanna know if
It knows Elden Ring lore.
we might learn something, you know.
Okay, let's generate that.
I don't like AI anymore.
Verse 1. Yo, gather round, let me tell you a tale.
Why do they always
That must be the template. About a black cat named Billy. She never frail. She prowls the streets with grace, a feline queen, leaving big cowpats, turning heads, making a scene. In the frat house she resides with Argy and Paisley, a dog duo living wild and crazily. A dog and Elden Ring lore sprinkled in the mix. Unleashing the magic, a story that clicks. This is the chorus. Billy the black cat ruling the night. Leaving cowpats behind, causing a sight. In the frat house with Argy and Paisley, Elden Ring lore, a fantasy so free.
This one sucks. I'm buzzing it. I hate this
Billy's swag is smooth.
Let's reword it. Let's cut it. Let's reword it.
Okay.
Write me a rap about a cat named Billy.
We need some major changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I messed up, guys. I'm sorry.
Generate a rap about a black cat named Billy.
A black cat named Billy who has a rivalry with Argy and Paisley.
Is in a tense frat house with a dog called Argy and Paisley. They fight.
Yeah, the frat house is cool.
They fight constantly.
In the world of Elden Ring.
Instead of saying sprinkle.
Yeah, it needs to be like...
It took that kind of literally.
It included the word sprinkle, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It just said like sprinkling of Elden Ring lore.
They fight constantly. This rap takes place in the video game Elden Ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like, bing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we've got changes to tell me a story about a black cat named Billy in the world of Elden Ring.
You see, Elden Ring.
Sure, if it knows about
it's a
Evangelion.
thicket too thick.
I don't think so. It knew about Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion is a story like for assholes.
Deconstruction.
Verse 1. Listen up, gather round. Let the story unfold. About a black cat named Billy with a spirit so bold. In a tense frat house where chaos resides. Argy and Paisley, two dogs by her side. Billy's got the swag with a coat so black. Leaving big cowpats disrupting the frat pack. In Elden Ring, where legends are born. Game of the Year winner. Word to adorn.
This motherfucker lazy.
Yeah, the chorus again. Billy the black cat ruling the game, with cowpats and chaos igniting the flame. In the tense frat house, Argy and Paisley. Elden Ring's glory, a fantasy so crazy.
I'm confused. What did you write on the Evangelion one for it to mention Shinji and Asuka?
Nothing.
Then why is it like not doing it for Elden
Because
Ring?
Elden Ring is so much more complex. It's so much more of a deconstruction of fantasy anime.
Yeah, all I said for that one you did was write me a rap about the Jar Media podcast deconstructing mecha anime. Neon Genesis Evangelion needs to be included, and so does Goku and Naruto.
And it deconstructed Evangelion for us, but it can't do it for Elden Ring.
Even an AI can do it, man.
That's how fucking that's how surface level Evangelion is. It's like there's nothing going on. If the AI can do it,
Should I ask ChatGPT when James is going to finish even?
Yeah.
Can I just quickly, like, total, like, non sequitur? I'm really upset.
Why?
I was reading the comments on the last JARCast,
Yeah.
and someone said Jamie got poo-poo on his shoe.
Oh, I saw that comment.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of get that. I kind of, like, you go to that video, you see my feet up on the table, it may look like there's a bit of poo-poo. There's not poo-poo.
What was it then?
You see, I wear those shoes. They're running shoes. They're Ultra Boost Yeezy Air Force Ones, right? And I run in them. And I've had them for a year or two. When you run in shoes, man, they degrade.
Oh, so it was just a degradation.
It's where the bottom is normally white, and I've been running in them, so it like scrapes off, so it's kind of like a blackish brown underneath. Maybe I've stepped in some toiletries before while wearing them, but not that day. It's just where it's worn, okay? So can we stop? Can we stop with this incessant just pushing down of my Yeezy Ultra Boost Air Force Ones? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Before we go to the break, I want to generate one more.
Did you generate the thing you were going to generate?
I'm doing it now. Okay, the final. Ready?
Oh god, it's about finishing Evangelion.
Verse 1. Listen up.
I hate this.
I got a tale to unfold. Golden Freddy, real as gold. No longer untold. Cyborg from the League, investigating the scene. Spider-Man, Minion, King Julian. Batman, Lego, and the
Did you
Brian.
just look around the room and like type things
Yes. And Brian, the Dream Team. They formed a Justice League like no other, united against evil, protecting one another. Mark Zuckerberg, the villain they must defeat. Using his power, he tries to deceive and cheat. This is the chorus. Golden Freddy's revealed, a legend unmasked. The Justice League assembled, ready for the task. Spider-Man, Minion, King Julian, and more. They'll take down Zuckerberg, show him the door. That's quite a good chorus. Cyborg's got the tech. He's scanning the scene, investigating the truth, fighting unseen. Spider-Man with his webs swinging through the night. Minion's mischievousness bring delight.
Beep, 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 beep.
No,
Beep it, beep it. Alex, beep it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the first half of the show. We'll be back.
Spider-Man, his webs so intricately spun. This shit, man.
The AI is not getting on them.
Yeah, the AI cannot write songs. I'm sorry.
Bye, Bear Bear. Bye, Bear Bear.
I do declare, bye, Bear Bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below.
Stop. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of the Jar Media podcast. This segment, we're not going to talk about WAPs or Chat GPT.
Except for the little fact that all of these are generated from...
Honestly, we don't even need the community anymore. We can just Chat GPT all the questions.
If you want to leave your own Chat GPTs for us to answer in future episodes, go to the suggestion thread on the subreddit, where people like the Softest Bulletin have gone to ask us questions like this. James, you're terribly ill. The only way to save yourself from certain death is if one of the Beltmans shrinks themselves down and pilots a submersible on an adventure through your body to save the day. Who do you trust more with the job?
Why is this just a Futurama episode?
And a Rick and Morty episode.
You decide.
I can't believe you know that's a Futurama episode.
Futurama is one of the greatest things ever.
Jesus.
Simpsons is like unbearable compared to the Futurama. Peaks, Futurama was better. Way more interesting, better characters. Honestly, it's a difficult one. Probably Alex.
Fuck you.
Soz. You'd probably do something funny to my
Okay,
insides.
Alex, where's the xylem in a human body?
You go. I don't need. Just point me in the general direction.
I think Alex would go in his submersible and suicide.
I'm in the
kamikaze.
urethra.
Yeah,
Run!
he'd go straight to the prostate. Diggle, diggle, diggle.
Well,
someone's got to find it.
Beyblading says this. If the Jar Boys were reincarnated, what animals would they be? My guess would be Alex, Hot Spring Monkey, James, Ant, Jamie, Shrew.
You. Whoever wrote this question is a bad person.
Biased.
Yeah. Ew, Alex is going to be like a really cool, like, hot spring monkey. Jim's
They're
going to
not
be a
cool.
little rat.
They're not
No,
cool.
no, it is biased because we're both things that people kill regularly.
People kill monkeys regularly.
no, but monkeys
Who
are
kills
cool.
monkeys regularly? The hot spring. Who has
Those
ever?
like fat hot spring monkeys with the beard.
No, but bro, literally every kid around the world tortures ants in the summer. He's saying he wants to torture me. You.
Yeah. First
Okay,
of all,
what-
awful question. Correct answer is I'd be a rhino.
I'd be an eagle.
A nice American eagle.
Yeah.
Alex would be a New York rat.
No, an LA rat is even worse.
Nah.
Alex would be a hood rat.
What about... I don't know. Like a bug.
Yeah, you be the ants.
No, to be fair, calling you an ant kind of makes sense because you are a communist.
I'm not a communist.
No, you'd be a bee.
No. I'm way more of a social anarchist.
Anarcho-keyist.
I'm an anarchist. I'm an narco communist.
A narco-communist.
Yeah, I'm a
Anarcho-communist. An anarcho-narco-communist.
yeah. I sell cocaine to fund my socialist republic. Narco.
South America.
Oh, no, because in this situation, the CIA aren't fueling right-wing paramilitary groups to stop me.
What's a paramilitary group?
Secondly, the CIA didn't do that. They supported it.
Well, technically, they funded the governments who did. Operation Condor was a joint collective between most of the South American governments. It's spearheaded by the CIA to kill and torture people who were dissidents, and they did. Operation Condor, look it up.
Big birds, them. Big birds.
They are big birds.
Condors are really beautiful, but it's
Never
like,
seen a condor.
if you can
Can't even
be,
picture one.
what would you rather be eaten by if you're strapped to a mountain? Like a pack of wild dogs, some like insects,
Vultures?
or condors? You're gonna get eaten by one. Which one would you
By
get?
rats.
Rats.
You'd be alive.
Okay.
No, you,
Is that the rat?
well, no, I think rats is a good one because it's like you're spreading
No,
more.
rats is the worst one.
Okay, and this you'd be dead.
What do you mean? Do you mean like before you're eaten?
Yeah, you'd be dead.
You're dead before
It's
you're
like a sky burial, but it's like in New York.
eaten. Yeah.
Well, it's like rats. You're spreading more of your love.
Through the rats?
Yeah. So you're the next plague.
Mm.
But you're just one rat. You don't get to be all rats.
No. Did you,
I come back as a hamster.
we're not. Different question, bro.
No.
What?
Reincarnated animals.
Darling, so did you not hear what I just asked?
What did you just ask?
What did you ask?
Which would you rather be eaten by if you were strapped to the side of a mountain?
Oh.
Yeah, no, but then you were saying about the alive dead thing.
Yeah, isn't your
thought
life
that
or
was
dead
done.
when you get...
And then Alex got sidetracked with the being a hamster. Alex wants to be a hamster.
Oh, yeah, I went back to the question. I didn't...
Oh my god. Just let condors eat me.
No, condors is the right answer.
Yeah, big beautiful birds eating my flesh.
What about getting eaten to death by something like cute, like puffins?
Puffins aren't cute. They're brutal animals. Really quite brutal.
Honestly, I pick corgis because nothing would happen.
Yeah, all you got to do is say bing and they're running for the hills.
Bing! We can reincarnate James.
Yeah, I'd reincarnate
corgi.
as James.
I'd reincarnate as you. And Alex will reincarnate...
Body swap.
I
Funny
think
movie, though.
James would be reincarnated as a corgi.
No. I'd be reincarnated as a collie.
No, it would be a
Nah.
corgi.
Why'd it be a corgi? Bro,
Wouldn't
I
it-
like
would-
speed. I like speed. Corgis can't
No,
run.
reincarnation doesn't give you what you are or what you want.
Why would I
Yeah,
be...
it's
Why
what-
would
it's
I...
what you need
No, what
Yeah.
do I need?
to grow.
What do I need?
To grow? Maybe see through the eyes of something you despise?
I don't despise Argy. I like all animals equally.
Unless
Argy's
they're
just a bit of a...
Also, you clearly don't believe that. You don't see all life.
No,
equally.
no,
You don't see ants equally, clearly.
no, who does?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because, like,
Do you?
no. No, but I will never pretend
I'm not,
to
okay.
value all life equally.
Okay, what I just said was logically speaking,
A lie.
wrong. Yes, it's bullshit. But I do also like things and I don't kill them.
No, hear this out there.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why we should eat our pets. Because we value cuteness over everything.
I don't.
You know? Why do we eat pigs? Because you hear them squeal and then you're fine with killing them. Chickens. Not cute. Stupid.
Okay, what we should do is
threatening when under the right circumstances.
we need to
with enough of
bring
them. Eat
society back to balance, and that's we need to get rid of chickens and replace them with chihuahuas.
them. Yeah, the skyscraper with headless chihuahuas.
Yeah, they were bred
their
in
meat.
Chihuahua as chickens, so we might as well eat them.
They're not very fleshy things though. Chickens are fat, like juicy, succulent.
Is that true though?
McNuggets.
Or are chickens like that because we've bred them to be like that?
So you're saying we breed like ripped chihuahuas, muscle-bound chihuahuas?
Yeah, in the headless skyscrapers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I will eat anything. You know.
Well, yeah, you would. Alex has not proven that there. Alex, would you eat everything?
Eat everything,
Yeah.
including
Yeah.
like chihuahuas.
Well, if you could, if someone put a plate of juicy meat on the table and it was a chihuahua, would
I
you
probably
eat
want
it?
to know what it was.
What if it was human?
Well, I probably wouldn't eat that.
Well, yeah, I think that f***s you up, doesn't it?
Only if it's brain.
If you eat their brain, yeah.
Okay. Can you?
No, don't say that, because there was the famous man in like Germany or something that put online like, I'm kind of hankering for some human, and then someone was like, yeah, have me, and then he ate him.
Yeah, killed him.
He killed him and ate him.
I'm pretty
Real
sure
story.
he paid for it as well.
The guy paid to be eaten.
No,
Or he paid the guy.
he paid the guy, I think, if I remember correctly.
Did he pay his family or?
I don't know.
That's like a.
Isn't that what the
interesting-
Joker says to Batman in The Dark Knight? Eat me.
I'll eat you, Batman.
That's the bit when I always turn off on that movie. That's right.
I saw on your letterbox you put
James put the
Too
cringiest
Fast,
review.
Too Furious higher than it.
No, I've actually just. Okay. Do we actually want to talk about my letterbox reviews? Because they are,
Go
for
on
the
then.
most part, quite like I always change the way I review things. Obviously, now with the recent films I'm watching, I'm trying to be like quite consistent. But it's like, what do you review films as? Do you review them for the art they are, or how you enjoyed them? Because I'm not trying to do an in between. So that's why Dark Knight's low, because it's an amazing film, objectively amazing. Same as Star Wars.
Not true.
Yes, objectively bullshit. But like I can't watch it. It doles the out of me. Which means my opinion of it is 100% validated because it's my opinion. I'm not saying the movie's bad. I'm saying I don't want to watch it.
How many times have you seen The Dark Knight?
5, 6, 7 maybe. 8th one, can't do it. But I've seen Fellowship of the Ring close to 50 times, and if you put that on, I'm riveted. I'm like stuck to it because it's amazing. I just think Dark Knight just has really, really bad replayability, and I think that's a valid criticism for film, is how much you can watch it before getting like bored.
But does it have bad replayability?
Well, yeah,
if you're
because I
sick of
can't
it
watch
you've
it.
seen it so many times.
Yeah, but I can watch Lord of the Rings and not be bored of it. That's all I did. Remember, like when I was 16. When you first came with Lord of the Rings, it was like every night I'd watch Lord of the Rings.
But are you
like a year straight.
Are you reviewing The Dark Knight on your memory of trying to watch it like 2 years ago, or having watched it recently and given?
Well, this is the thing. I reviewed it after actually using Letterboxd, and I did it as a bait review because people are going to get angry.
Yeah.
That's like why I did it.
That's
It's
why
like,
you do most of your reviews.
It's probably
same with Empire
quite.
Strikes Back, but I've changed the Empire Strikes Back one because there's a valid criticism for that trilogy, and that's if you watch it as a kid versus as an adult for the first time, you're gonna have a way different experience, and that's 100% valid. Because having watched it after a lot of more modern things, and it's like this bigged up, hyper amazing, trilogy. When you watch it when you're 22, it's like you're gonna have a very different opinion if you watched it for the first time when you're like 9, 10, and that's valid. And you can't criticize
that is straight up true, and I can't disagree with that.
But it's like where my bullshit criticism of Star Wars come from was that I saw it when I was 16 for the first time. So if we watched it now, I would view it differently, and I would think it's better.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not a great movie, because it is. It's just like
No, but it's like
when-
any film. If you watch it and have fond memories of it, you're more likely going to
like,
enjoy it.
Yeah,
again
rose tinted
as-
glasses.
Yeah.
It's and that's completely like you can't defend that. That's just true. And there's things that like Fast and Furious. I look at them through rose tinted glasses for the same reason.
Exactly.
And obviously that's something we watched recently was those terrible films, and they're shit. Too Fast and Too Furious is like the worst.
That's the best one.
It's the best, but it's also awful. It's like
Tyrese is just. Nah.
you haven't seen it, have you?
No.
Funny. It's funny.
Didn't we discover that all of them are like free on the
Yeah.
ITV player, whatever their stupid stream?
I hate ITV Plus or whatever it's called.
But I do have like
Trash.
unbearable hatred for that film because it's ruined the car market.
Well,
That silver car in the beginning is worth a quarter of $1 million now.
Just because of that film.
Yeah, because Americans can buy them. So people are spending $250,000 on a shitty Nissan. And that's why it's like no movie will ever impact anything quite like Too Fast, Too Furious.
Wow.
Are you saying Too Fast, Too Furious is the most influential movie of all
Yeah,
time?
to modern car culture, yeah.
More than Tokyo Drift?
No, because
Less people saw Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift just
Did they, though?
started like an obsession with people who are going to get there eventually, Like, it got me into drifting, and then I went down the rabbit hole. Too Fast, Too Furious was so widespread that it's like everyone likes those cars. And
Which do you think made more money?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Do you think so?
For sure.
After Tokyo Drift, they stopped making them for like 4 years.
Really?
And then it's just like you haven't seen the reboot.
So Too Fast, Too Furious budget 76 million, gross of 236. If we compare that to Tokyo Drift, 85 million budget, 158 million worldwide gross, significantly less.
That's 100 million less close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a higher budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tokyo Drift was famously a flop. Massive flop.
It's like I hate kind of that language because like Blade Runner 2049 is a flop, but it made money.
Yeah,
It
I
didn't-
mean, but
it
like
Disappointment for the studio because they want everything to be like a
everything
billion-dollar Marvel project.
in business has to be up.
Yeah.
If it's not going up, then it might as well be going down. You know, even if it's level.
Like notoriously, Tokyo Drift has a really high score on my Letterboxd, but I'm viewing that through rose-tinted glasses. But also, it has done a lot for like culture in general, so that's like I'm appreciative of that aspect.
Yeah, it's kind of it's the to me it seems like the one that's actually had the most impact, but is the least successful one.
Yeah.
If that kind of complicated nuance does not connect with your fucking brain.
Should we do another question, guys?
No, let's talk about Letterboxd.
Shut up.
I love watching movies,
I don't.
and I've been watching them constantly at the moment.
You enjoy your linear entertainment. I'm gonna go game.
Well, this isn't linear entertainment from Slight Walrus 9716. It's gonna be our penultimate one here. As an American from California. From California, dude.
What? I heard the fucking sledge, bro.
There's a lot less cultural history for me to connect to than I'd imagine someone from England has. My question is, do you find yourself drawn to or romanticizing any specific periods of English history? The only way that I feel like I connect
Maybe
to
didn't
California
exist.
history is in learning about things like the gold rush or seeing our beautiful landscapes in Western-inspired movies like Nope or There Will Be Blood.
There will be blood.
A lot of British history is just kind of depressing.
I don't connect to any British history or culture at all.
Yes, you do.
Like,
Your love for Yorkshire pudpuds.
Your love for the king.
No, when I think of British history, the main part of it is the Tudors,
Yeah,
Henry VIII and whatnot.
that's what I think as well.
Because
It's
in
not cool,
school,
though.
for some reason, no, it's like embarrassing. It's like the guy who invented divorce because Juicy H had too many hoes. Right? And he was juicy because he fell off his horse and then couldn't do his little horse riding, so he got fat.
Yeah.
And then he invented divorce so he could pound as many
Yeah.
people as possible.
I could get
He
impounded by him.
splintered a faction of Christianity just
Yeah.
so he could...
More.
Yeah. And
That is the most Sigma thing going, is it not?
yeah, he was a man going his own way.
He was.
Yeah, he was. He created a new way.
The Tates have been forging the British Empire ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy was so he did not give a shit about the religion. His daughter, Mary, was so religious.
Which didn't he also f*** Mary?
I'm sure he that's the thing as well. I guarantee you the guy was other women behind his wives' backs, 100%.
He's a king. Of course he's going
Well, yeah. So he was doing that, but it wasn't enough. He had to marry more as well. So
to make it official.
yeah,
He needed a harem.
So he was just going left, right, and center, and then his daughter Mary was so religious. She was burning people at the stake for not being religious and being gay or whatever. And these are the monarchs they directly lead to the monarchs we have now, which is quite interesting. It's so that's the main part of British history that I think of. But if you take time a bit further back from then, just the imagery and idea of knights, I think is really cool.
Yeah. The thing I relate most to in the British culture is the hatred of the French.
That's what you come around on that.
Yeah. You've changed, man.
You won't watch a movie unless they speak. Oh, voulez-vous?
Yeah.
That's not true. No. I have absolutely no hatred for the French. It's all a joke. But
You drive a French car, man. That's what changed you.
Yeah. Damn, that's so true. You got to justify that purchase by watching a bunch of lame-ass French films.
no, I've always had a thing for of Renaults. From
no,
day
you
one.
haven't. That's such a lie.
No, because I was
I don't think there's a
embarrassed.
car you shit talk more
Yeah.
than Clio drivers.
No, Citroens are the ones that you made fun of
Oh, yeah,
more
yeah.
than
Fucking,
Renaults, but
if I see a Citroen, I just see red.
yeah.
I've always talked shit on the French cars because notoriously they're shit. That's just an objective fact. But I love it. I love shit things. So I love Renault Clios.
Yeah, French films as well. You
No,
like
no,
shit.
no, no, you can't give me shit for this. I've only seen one French film recently. Alex also agreed it's really good. 4.5 on Letterboxd from him. Come on.
It is excellent.
That's higher than RRR, I think. You
No, that film is significantly better than RRR.
No, it's not.
No, it is. But I love the French.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. Because really, to be truly British, you need to be fully xenophobic of all other countries. Including even like
English
narrowing
colonies.
it down to England.
Of
You
the
need to
Scottish
be-
and Wales especially.
Yeah, Scottish, Wales,
And the
Irish.
North.
Yeah, the North. Basically, you
You've
can
got- you've
only
got-
like Cornwall.
You can only be born under Birmingham. Anything above Birmingham, and it's just like that's you've got
No,
to be
anything
xenophobic.
like above like London, really.
No, because then no, but Bristol's quite acceptable, and it's just like slightly above London on the plane.
Is Bristol acceptable? It's pretty close to Wales.
It's where all the Londoners get their good music. It's just like Bristol. Bristol's a cut off.
No, it kind of ties into Alex's like Islander thing, but like just having a disdain and sense of superiority to
That is a very
everyone
British
that
thing,
isn't
yeah.
from your local area.
Yeah.
Your local area being your house, like a hatred for everything outside of it.
Yeah.
Apart from a select.
If
few
you're not in
people
your
that you deem
little
worthy.
tiny village,
Yeah.
everyone else is like awful.
No, but even like 70% of the village, like
You
to
hate.
you, that they're horrible.
Yeah, and
They're
you're
terrible people. Like you see them and you're nice to them, but then you speak to all the others and say how much of a they are.
yeah. It's like Britain is always on the cusp of civil war.
Yeah, but we're all way too pussy to do anything.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like if this was America, if this was America, like the North would be completely segregated from the South.
Yeah,
That's how Britain
but like
is.
yeah.
Obviously, we're not like that.
But we
What
do
was this question again? I've completely gone off
What
topic.
what part of British history do you think is epic?
Well, it's just like everywhere has interesting history. Like I personally don't subscribe
Yeah.
to any English history. I just prefer learning about grass is always greener. Other histories are more interesting. Like Mesopotamia is a hyper interesting period of history. Rome, Italy, Greeks.
yeah, Greece.
Yeah, the Romans
The
even
warring
reached us.
states. Three kingdoms.
We went to Hadrian's Wall or something.
Yeah, Hadrian's Wall up north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, man, these dudes were just like spraying all over the place. They were just.
Yeah, because it was like the Scottish were too good for the Romans, so they were like, "Oh, we
Yeah.
can't go any further. They'll beat the shit out of us." So then they built a wall.
Also, additionally, when I went to Iceland, I went to a little like history museum, a Viking museum, and they used back in the Viking times. They used Iceland as like a stopping point between just raiding England.
Yeah, it was just like
They just like sail over, pillage, steal a bunch of stuff, off.
back to the Scandinavia. Just
Yeah,
go
wait
do-
a year, then just go and do it again.
But that must have been the life.
Being a Viking.
You're seasonal.
Yeah,
You
I
just-
reckon it would have been horrible.
Horrifying. So you
Sitting
live
on
on
those boats on like the ice cold way up north, sailing all the way to.
But you're drinking
England.
like absinthe non-stop.
Yeah, true. They would have all been like mega f***ed up and just having a rowdy time.
Yeah, and it's just like you just see some buildings on the coast. It's like let's go.
Yeah.
And it's just like imagine being in that time where it's just like you're born, you've got a few years where you never got targeted, and as a kid it's just like there's boats, and they ruin everything.
Yeah. It
Horrifying.
was like the
It's like
nuclear
civilization.
weapon of that time.
It's like longboats.
Yeah.
If you
We've
saw
got
them
we
sails-
have this shit that you just like can't do anything about.
Yeah, it's like civilization. When the Vikings come, it's like
Yeah. It's piss take.
yeah. Play Civilization. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Let's
Yeah,
play the
it's really
final.
good.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's really good. I've played it now. You can't do that to me
Why aren't we playing it? Playing it.
because we're
right now?
recording the Jar Media Posdact.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
When are we going to do a Civilization live stream?
When you stop saying the.
Whoa! Oh! Oh!
All right, ready? We got one more here.
What's the gun all about?
What gun?
Alex is throwing gang
You
signs.
should not have that out on the cars. You're gonna get done, bro.
I'm gonna get it demoned.
If you were in
Don't get
America,
D-man.
would you have a gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd have a Colt.
My
But
car would be
Instead of a
guns
Lego
all the
room,
time.
I'd have a gun room.
Yeah. Yeah, you can like build different guns.
Yeah, it could be like.
It's more like.
Yeah. I would have. We've joked a lot about the gun box, in cars, the glove box. Absolutely, mine would be full of fucking 9 mils. No,
You open it and they just like all fall out.
so getting pulled over. Oh, there's.
No, that I would never have a gun on me, like when driving or anything. I've seen that's another thing I've been getting a lot on like
Road rage.
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I keep getting this.
Road rage.
Of like a guy being pulled over and he's like, "I got a gun in my pocket, like I have a gun on me."
Yeah, I saw
And,
one where it's like, I've got the model of gun in the back. I've got a gun there.
So scared. It's like you must be so on edge all the time.
Yeah.
Like a perfect murder weapon, like in arm's reach at all times. Nah.
Review Tech Brooklyn 99 can take us away here. Sup, suckers. On a recent cast, you discussed how long you've been doing the cast, to which I'd like to add a follow-up. Do you often reckon with how the Jarlings have been able to watch you grow as people for the last 7+ years? Don't mean to come off as parasocial, but as someone who's both the same age as Jim and James, and started watching
Different ages.
around the start of the JARCast, it feels surreal to consider. No offense, but for like at least half of the first 100 or so episodes of JAR, you lads were always really pissed off at something, making the episodes hard for me to revisit in retrospect sometimes out of a few classics. This was mostly because it reminds me of how irrationally bitter I was, myself, at the age of 18, which would explain why I enjoyed the cast at the same time. Since I never stopped watching completely, I've sort of grown alongside the cast, and it's weirdly pleasant to see you all mellow out into early adulthood, and I feel like I have too. Perhaps some Jarlings who've fallen off the cast over the years were either too young or too old to follow along with this growth naturally, and in turn didn't stick around. I'm waffling a bit, but all of this is to say the cast is better than it's ever been, and it feels weird, albeit not in a bad way, to have been gooning this cast for the past 7 years from a teenager to an adult. Baron.
It's an interesting thing
Well,
because
thank you for that,
it's
those comments first of all.
Yeah, it's really nice, and I hope you're as beautiful and mature as us. You saying I'm not beautiful?
Send your.
I think Zack Snyder's out there doing something.
I'm joking, but I think it is like I can't go back and watch the earlier casts because it's like Jesus Christ, I'm so immature, I'm so edgy, and I have absolutely no interest in watching, from those days because it's like that's not me. I don't want to even consume that person.
Yeah,
I've lost my edge. There's nothing to me anymore.
Yeah, I'd say this question is mostly right, but James has probably tripled.
Woo! That was fire. I asked it to generate a flashlight rap, but it didn't let me.
Flashlight.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
a flashlight. Maybe a Tenga egg rap would work.
Why wouldn't it work?
Let me see. It works.
Oh my fucking god.
It's made a Tenga egg wrap.
Oh my god. Jamie, Alex is losing his mind.
Tenga egg. It's a joyful surprise. A little pleasure toy that make you realise it's all about fun, exploration and play. So get your Tenga egg and let's do it today.
We could sell that to Tenga. Jamie, he's making raps about Tenga egg.
Ooh. It's weird. It generated it and then and then it like flagged it as being against their content policy. Different textures, and styles. There's plenty to choose. Twists, turns, and bumps. You can't lose.
That rocks. Tenga needs to get on
Squeeze
this.
it tight. Stroke it right. Tenga eggs here to take you to new heights.
You having flashbacks, James?
Yeah, the Tangri eggs are not good. Oh, bro, look, I should buy that.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's a Pajero.
Year I was born, bruh.
It's a Pajero.
Pajero.
Look, it's not. Oh, wooden steering wheel too. Should I buy a Pajero, Alex?
That's French. How much is it?
Imported from Hong Kong.
How much is it?
3.5.
9.5. Kind of fresh.
3.5.
That's so fire.
There's a 4-door R32 for sale at the moment. Do you want to buy it?
A 4-door what?
R32. It's like mine, but a little bit older.
It's
got an RB25 deck. It's got no interior and no door cards. But it's got a sick engine and you can do skids in it. Should we go back?
How much?
9.5.
Ram-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-nam.
She's doing the pop and bangs.
Can we put a Tenga egg in the exhaust?
No. It's not long enough.
Bing, 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 bing. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. Let's go. That's so
fucking fire!
He's so taut nowadays.
Taut?
He's fat.
Goddamn balloon pumped to the max.
Yo, mama.
Yeah, full of tea and roast dinner. Where's the cake your mum made me? Can you make me some when you get home?
It's on the side at my house.
Why don't you bring it?
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike. That's so fire.
Fucking fire! You mean...
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. That's so fire, dude. Hop out the 4-door with a 440-1, 2, 3, and 4. Chilling in the corridor. Your dad is 44, and he still asks a man for a draw. Excuse me?
Come on, Alex, give
Do
us
you want
a
to say
song.
that to my fucking face? How about that?
Oh, there's his wine again.
Wine in the green cup, huh?
I can turn water into wine. It make me feel so fine.
That's so fire. Yeah, drink that.
Yeah, drink that,
Huh?
Augie.
No, do you actually want to say that to my face then?
When are you getting a mullet, Alex?
But. I don't say thing no more. I just say but in response. But.
I'm looking at him. Actual dumbass. I don't know how people like corgis.
Because they dumbasses?
They're like less capable border collies.
What?
And then look a little bit more munted. Stop.
He's staring at me so hard.
Why does he do that?
Because he's a sociopath.
He's a
Paisley, bed.
She's in her bed.
No, that's not her bed.
It is. She was.
Her bed is outside.
Baby. Ooh, little baby.
Argue on Bing. Argue on Bing. Bing.
He's such a snitch.
Argy, he's a little bitch. But she's also a little bit thick. Beasley, come here, Beasley. Yeah. What do you want for dinner?
Don't know, bro. I haven't even thought about it. Oh, right. Ew.